Breaking open a lime rock star. Lime freeze. Did you ever play Phalanx on Super NES? Remember the box art? The old man with the banjo? How it had nothing to do with the game? Well, that was intentional. That was a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, so to speak. But if you ever played the original Flashback, then you might remember there was a character you met at the end of the first level who very much resembled the banjo guy on the box art in Phalanx. Orc sword, Torg shotgun. Pounder with an orc sword on it. What made me think of that? The Phalanx guy, I mean. Well, I don't rightly know. It just sort of popped in there.
This just in.
Hello.
Hot off the Echo presses. Get your new edition today.
Now that's tempting. That looks like a perfect muck-a-muck. I do believe it is.
I'll always buy guns, you dog.
An all Jacobs muck-a-muck.
Don't die. I need your business.
Complete with a pig sticker. What do you like better, pig stickers or orc swords? I can't decide. I think if they're going to have different styles of blades, then you should stab with the ones that are shaped for stabbing and slash with the ones that are shaped for slashing. Base the animation not on the weapon it's mounted on, but on the shape of the blade. Something else that could be done to give them more of a difference, more of a reason for being different, is a stabby blade shaped like a traditional bayonet would do a bit less damage per strike, but you could strike faster with it. Whereas the orc sword would do more damage per strike, but would take longer between strikes.
Come back anytime.
How about some service over here?
Not for me, if you want to live.
Same level, same price, yet one is noticeably better.
Welcome to Dr. Zed's Portable Clinic. What can I get for you? Catch you later.
Do the thing you do.
No new missions. Sorry.
Feeling getting overburdened by money. Don't die. I need your business.
Pitchfork, bang stick, root, roughneck booster.
Let's see.
Don't let the stats fool you. Since gyrojets are unconventional ammo, it's not entirely correct to apply conventional standards to them. Yeah, but this blue one doesn't have an orc sword attached to it. Orc sword. I tested the pitchfork out using the character that I was playing at the time I found it, which was one of my other Axtons. I found it on Tundra Express, and in the red box at the Farkid Observatory. Checking the time to approximately gauge drive space. Malawan with a bandit barrel and a Malawan grip. Hyperion with also a bandit barrel. Can't quite tell what kind of grip it is. Has no trigger guard. Probably Malawan. I don't like the look of the Malawan grip because it has no trigger guard. Jacob's sniper rifle with Hyperion barrel. That is a dull stock, isn't it? I forget what kind of grip that is. Malawan scope. Dull sniper rifles are bullpups, so technically on a bullpup the receiver is the stock, except on some experimental designs that never made it past the experimental phase.
My gun. Right here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking mostly about some Russian designs.
It's dangerous to go alone, jerkwad. Don't you come back.
Could be worse. At least I'm not in New York.
If you got the money, I'll save your gall darn life. See you real soon, I'm sure. Got anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
A triple-barreled launcher that actually holds 3 rounds. And it has a torque reflex sight.
Don't get killed! I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon enough.
That launcher would be an excellent droid buster. A Malawan corrosive launcher. It had a Tedior grip, and I forget what that does, but a flat-off barrel and a Malawan exhaust
always
port.
trust the gun at your side. Check back later to see
Good
my
combo.
new weapon of the day.
And I already checked those shops. Have to test this out. And this. I will probably swap out for these. This matching pair of, near matching pair of blue Torgs. Near matching because one's 15, one's 16. I need to get some more use out of the things I've got. Including but not limited to this teapot. And I'll give this to one of my other characters. This blue booster shield. I recently started a Mechromancer. One of my coworkers inspired me to do so.
Jack says he's here from her own.
Stylish.
Why, thank you. Doing it doll. We do it doll. Money cash. Give me the money cash.
Buy a gun already.
Oh no, look at that. A Hyperion barrel with a bandit forum. Just looks like that bayonet isn't far out in front enough. Not far enough out. Because of the way it's positioned relative to the... I'm overthinking.
I'm always buy guns you don't need.
Oh, wait.
quality, low prices, and no questions asked. Good luck. See you real soon, I'm sure.
Guess I've got to try this. Of course, I couldn't pass up the chance to make my shield match my main primary weapon. Let me destroy Madame von Bartlesby to death again before I investigate the mine. A slag-powered bandit assault rifle with a Jacobs barrel and a Torg stock. Not sure what kind of grip. Hey, it's a level 16. Not a bad fire rate, considering it has a Jacobs barrel. Flat off grip. Good sights that, for the most part, line up. Might have some fun with that.
Thank you, thank you.
Might not be efficient on ammo, but it gets the job done. Yeah, this is a good boss killer weapon. In the past, I've asked, under what circumstances would a burst fire sniper rifle be useful? That question is answered. But it was pretty much the answer I would have guessed it to be anyway. A couple of good shotguns, bosses, and badasses. Crowdsourcing. That's just a good, well-rounded shotgun. And this one has a Hyperion forearm, so look at that accuracy. and a scattergun, which is actually also
Warning, you are now entering a restricted area. This is not a safe zone.
a decent shotgun. Shield doesn't seem like anything special, despite it being purple and a level 16. It can't even fire the same number of rounds per burst because it has such limited magazine capacity. Odd looking for a bullpup. True for all dull sniper rifles, which are not sniper rifles in the traditional sense. For the same reason that flat-off sniper rifles are not sniper rifles in the traditional sense. They're general-purpose machine guns, and so are dull. And Torg shotguns are not shotguns in the traditional sense. They actually have more in common with Bandit rocket launchers because gyrojets are micro-rockets.
Take him out.
Didn't have time to grab that booster. An iron.
Air superiority.
Did you just call me a splatterpunk? Like from RoboCop 3?
Am I good or am I good?
Kumite! Kumite, 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 Kumite.
I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk.
That's all you need. It'd be so much better if you could manually control your fire rate. Instead of it being decided for you. Even when I led my target, I still missed. I don't like this at all. Just not my style. But I had to get use out of it because it's a ledge. Don't worry, I'm not going to sell it just yet. It can still be useful, but under very limited circumstances. Very special purpose type of quote-unquote sniper rifle. face gravy. What do you think that would taste like? What if it was clown face gravy?
Great time already? I'll kill you!
I already played around with Goliaths plenty. I'll probably do so some more, but not right now. The assassin is a Vlad machine pistol with a Hyperion barrel. Can I get a badass loot midget? Guess not. I let one or more of you little creeps pupate into a badass because that would be fun to battle. But it takes you so long to get around to it, and I just don't feel like waiting. And even then, even if you have the patience to wait for them to do so, it's still random. And right now I have other things to get done. This is my doomstick. Up there now. Nope. Don't need to open every little thing. Need to go offload some stuff at Tina's. One of my co-workers is named Tina. Some of the machinery where I work was made by a company called Atlas. His own sportsmanship style. From my cold, dead hands. Actually, that's what it would be with an assault rifle. There's a challenge called From My Cold, Dead Hands, which is you score. What you do is score second wins with assault rifles. In this case, I used a shotgun, and that has a different name. I forget what it's called. But I like the slogan, From My Cold Dead Hands. I know. I'm not basing my skill set on my class mod. Really, I just want an impact rifleman. Plain old green. Fire rate. I've got these 2 legendaries equipped in here. Isn't this typical for me? The gun I'm using the most is a green. I was doing the same thing back in my Borderlands 1 Let's Play as Morty. Once I got my mitts on oh yeah, look at that. Jacob's Masher. I had 1 or 2 legendaries.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else.
But all I wanted to use was the Masher, because something about Jacob's Mashers, if you find a good one that has a decent fire rate. Oh. Won't need that. Or that. Or that. Might get some use out of the iron just for fun. Already unlocked.
Tell your friend, Marcus munition.
Swapping out an orange for a green. What is wrong with my mind? Who does that? Nobody does that. I must be some sort of noob. Obviously, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Oh, Torque grip? Yes. Matching Jacob's barrel and a dull reflex sight.
You made it to the mine? Good. Miners aren't mutated, so they're not using the stuff themselves. These guys are sitting there with it somewhere. Kill them all and come out with it.
I can already reach the conclusion that this sucks. It would be useful if it had better slag power.
Not bad, not bad.
That's more like it. That's not accuracy I like. Your grenades suck. Fuse time is way too long. See how this plays out.
I'll wrap your skull open with my thumb! Get on your goddamn feet! Run, breathing brute!
get distracted.
Still got it.
See what happens when you get distracted, dipshit? Move, don't get stuck on the scenery.
Now that you've wiped out the rabble, go find the head miner. If anybody's got the info I need, it's him.
Get up! Die for me! I'll crack your skull!
Ultimate badass, eh? Let's see if your state of the badass art. I always have to say that. Go watch Aliens Special Edition. 17 extra minutes of footage, and it adds a lot. You find out about Ripley's daughter, which of course is the basis for Alien Isolation.
Another trophy for my wall.
Murdering you is gonna be so right! Die for me, bitch!
Squash some bugs. Level up.
Take him out.
Oh, good, good, good. Here we go. This should be interesting.
Try breathing!
Why are you attacking me? That's the threat. Go after that.
You better goddamn
Oh, great, now you're stuck on the scenery. If you two are going to be dumb about this, I will just kill you the normal way, to death. Iridium ingots. Quit being idiots about this. Fight. There we go. First time I've ever gotten this to happen. Getting distracted again. I told you this game has ADD.
Another trophy for my wall.
I'm just the referee. Sort of. Kumite, 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 kumite. If I didn't already have what I have, that might be useful. Same for that. Don't need to lighten the load just yet. Hey, an iron-sighted Hyperion SMG. It's so refreshing to have iron sights that line up right. That's so important. And let's see what kind of stats it has compared to a bandit machine gun. They could be used as a pair, maybe. If this had a bayonet, there'd be more of a reason to do so. Caseless ammo, servo-assisted reloading mechanism. When you get to, I forget where it is you find out the design details of Hyperion guns, but they have servo-assisted loading mechanisms. Definitely overbuilt. I don't like it. When it comes to SMGs, I prefer Malawan and Dahl. Anything else to scrounge? I think I got just about everything thoroughly scrounged. Thoroughly enough. I could hit that valve right there to send in more bandits if I wanted to. I like the fact that you can do that. Maybe a battle didn't go the way you wanted it to, or maybe you're just experimenting to see how battles might go under different situations. Get up there! Not a difficult task. Give me a break. This has never happened to me before. Just a simple task and you can't even... Ugh. Clearing those out of the way so that I can run back here. Switch faster weapons. Switch weapons faster. Don't get stuck on the scenery. Ugh.
The Hyperion Corporation wishes to offer you and your men $3,000 for every piece of equipment delivered. With that kind of money, consume countless alcoholic beverages, or fornicate with numerous members of the opposite, or, say, sex. Whatever you
They made a deal with Hyperion? Hey, don't feel bad about wiping these idiots out. I guarantee you Hyperion would have done the same after the mine blew up. Go check with Team, I think she's got a job for you.
Oh, good. If I'd heard the Goliathing around sooner, I might have conducted this battle differently. And let the Goliath go all Goliathy. A go-go. Gajoob. And a Hodeo Joe. Not bad, not bad. Bratchley. I could maybe give these to one of my other characters. Would prefer a droog. That's a Vladov scope.
Just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was rigged from the hands of dead adventurers.
I'll sell that and that. It's 14. Not good enough. Gotta be at least 10%. Fuse time's too long. Now these would make a good pair. Would be better if one had a blade attachment. Oh, you know what? These aren't bad, but I can do better.
Goodbye, friend. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed.
Yo, 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 yo! Let's blow stuff up!
Sure.
Lou told me there's a train full of money comes around here. Sounds like a job for high explosives, am I right? Am I right? Yeah? No, whatever. I got some boomers in the back. Get them.
Those miners you fought earlier were paid cash in exchange for iridium. Get to the station where their payroll train comes in, and we'll have ourselves a good old-fashioned train robbery.
Dynamite! Should I go left or right? What's the quickest way back around over there? Screw communism. There's nothing revolutionary about communism. It's an old idea that appeals only to old minds.
Bandits used this station to rob passing trains. You're gonna have to use it to steal the bandits' payroll. Gotta love the irony. Use Tina's dynamite to blast the exit gate and block the tracks.
So tempting to just finish him off. I want to do this because you get XP for doing that. Go to town. Morty, aim for the others. I want him to level up. Get that out of the way. Oh. Probably mentioned this before, but 9 projectiles? How do you get an odd number of projectiles out of an even number of barrels? It's firing 2 at the same time, and they presumably contain the same number of, should contain the same number of gyrojets. It unleashes a salvo. Per shot, and that's what makes it more similar to a Bandit rocket launcher.
I'm an even better shot when I'm drunk.
I like the Hulk, especially when it unleashes 15 gyrojets per shot, because that's a multiple of 3, which makes sense for a tri-barrel gun.
Gonna try, baby.
I really wanted to finish him off with the orc sword. Taking a swig of my drink. Oh, I didn't realize I scored a heal please for that style of healing. Good. Is there one more guy? Thought I heard one more bandit. Before I place the dynamite. Absorb shields are good, but I prefer booster.
Good. That'll leave the train nowhere to go. Now all you gotta do is signal Hyperion and make like you're ready to sell some iridium. Trade request received. Payroll train dispatched.
Come down the line. What is it with trains and FPS games?
Great job. The train is trapped. Exposing cash vaults. Please load iridium shipment onto the train. Better idea. Put the rest of Tina's explosives on those safes and watch the fireworks.
Half-Life 2. Blood 1 and 2. Half-Life 1 to some extent, except that was a tram, not a train. Different kinds of trams.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was. Look at this.
Conductor distress signal received. Dispatching troops to payroll train number 627. Get back to Tina whenever you're done dealing with those Hyperion reinforcements, Killer. Good job all around.
Ah, your plasma blasts are too slow. Or whatever kind of blasts those were. See if I can get that off of the roof of the train. I want it all. Every last buck. How much red do I have? 22. That means I can make a purchase next time I go back to Sanctuary. I might have to leave a couple of bucks up there. If you could do parkour in this game like in Call of Juarez, you could just mantle yourself up on there and get the cash. Give me the cash! I want to see that in more FPS games.
I don't think he liked me.
Brink might not have done so well, but it had some concept going on. That could work under certain circumstances. At least I think so. If you've never played Brink, then you won't know what I'm talking about. If you've played it, you already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not going to play around with that. Kumite. Actually, that's not Kumite in the traditional sense, but in-game it's called fisticuffs. And it's technically not fisticuffs in the traditional sense either. Don't need that since I've got this, obviously. What's sort of motif is that? It looks kind of dull. Kind of dull. Not kind of dull, kind of dull.
Don't have too much fun.
Well, I get a corrosive.
When you made it rain, I was like, damn!
Oh. Not bad, not bad. A corrosive fuster cluck is the best variation. And one of my other, one of my Kriegs has a corrosive fuster cluck. Specifically Mongoose. That could be useful to a different character. Because it has an effect similar to diazepam. Makes your hands shake less. Eases the nerves.
You can still run! Overrun them! Lost my shields! Just ended already!
With an orc sword. Can't get over how gnarly it is. This is where I found the pitchfork, using one of my other Axtons. Way too long fuse time. Don't like rubberized. Long fuse time. Long fuse time. It's too bad there aren't different types of rubberized grenades. And how's come Pangolin and Anshin don't make grenade mods? Like they did in Borderlands 1.
Adios!
Another opportunity to use the pitchfork. Lead my target. So satisfying. Plunk, plunk, clank.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers. Remember, we're always open.
You're an organ donor, right?
Really should get some more use out of this teapot.
Buy from me if you want to live.
I might give this and this to another character.
Catch you later.
And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you.
How much time is left?
Guns! Glorious guns!
16 and a half.
Look alive, people.
Lock and load. Later, Vault Hunter. I'm sure
That's not
we'll
bad.
be doing this again.
I still like Mervs better than Bouncing Betties. I imagine if Pangolin
Right here.
made rubberized grenades in Borderlands 2, they would make them the way they did in Borderlands 1, in which case they would actually be useful.
Why loot the dead when you can buy from me? By guns you don't need. 2 words, my friend. No reason.
Checked those already, didn't I? But I...
Lock and
Yeah, I
load.
didn't take a mental note of what I saw in there.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
It's not a bad fuse time.
Remember...
No new missions. Sorry.
Hope you've had your shots. Next time you're bleeding to death, just think Dr. Zed. Zed out!
I saw a Point Man class mod in that shop over there. Let's see how it compares. I coulda, mighta, shoulda gotten
If you got the money, I'll
some more
say
use
call
out of
her
the
right.
rock salt.
Next time you're bleeding to death, just think don't get killed.
The Vault Hunter saved me from Frostburn Canyon.
Oh yeah, Blue Label Torg blast rifles always have iron sights that line up right. Also notice how this has a blast shield that encases the receiver. And I think what that is for is to protect the user in case a gyrojet explodes inside the chamber. This has a doll barrel, a Jacob stock, a flat-off grip, and a mean-ass bayonet. Oh, yeah. Does this have the same effect on Torg blast rifles as conventional assault rifles? Since they... I don't know. I could maybe test it out.
So lonely.
Holding on to that. Need that. Had fun with this, but now I'll give it to Mongoose. I don't know. Once again, I have decisions to make. Since I'm using a matching pair of blue label Torbs, maybe I should switch over to the high octane motif. But I'm sticking with the doll man name. Because after all, I've still got this. I'm not selling that purple double tap. And I've got the teapot.
A bullymong ate my grandma.
See you next mission.